everyone, this is the book I'm going to read, The Grouchy Ladybug by Carle. Grouchy Ladybug. Let's see why our ladybug is so grouchy. So this is the first page. It was night and some fireflies danced around the moon. Here, see the fireflies? These are the fireflies. Star, here's the moon. At 5 o'clock in the morning, the sun came out. So at 5 o'clock, sun came out. A friendly ladybug flew in from the left. It saw a leaf with many aphids on it and decided to have them for breakfast. So children, aphids are some kind of very small insects. And ladybugs, they love to eat those aphids. We find aphids in our garden on our plant's leaf. So what do? They suck the juice from the leaf and then the leaf dies. So, but the ladybugs, they love to eat aphids too. So gardeners love ladybugs in their garden because ladybugs are going to eat the aphids, so they are not going to die. Just then, a grouchy ladybug flew in from the right. It too saw the aphids and wanted them for breakfast. Here, on this page, you can see these are the small aphids and the ladybugs. Two ladybugs. Let's turn the page. Two ladybugs, right? Good morning, said the friendly ladybug. Go away. Who said that? The grouchy ladybug. We can share them, suggested the friendly ladybug. No, they are mine, all mine, screamed the grouchy ladybug. Do you want to fight me for them? The grouchy one said. If you insist, the friendly ladybug said. If you push me, right? If you push me to fight with you, maybe I'm going to fight with you. The friendly ladybug looked straight in the grouchy ladybug's eyes. The grouchy ladybug stepped back. Oh, you are not big enough for me to fight, the grouchy one said. Then why don't you pick on somebody bigger? The friendly ladybug told the grouchy one. I will do that. Then it puffed itself and flew off. Let's turn the page. Grouchy ladybug is not happy for some reason. So in this book, children, we have by-cut pages. Look, these are the by-cut pages, right? So the first page, there is a clock here, and this clock is showing it's 6 o'clock. So at 6 o'clock, it made a yellow jacket here. It made a yellow jacket. And then the grouchy ladybug said, hey, you want to fight? The yellow jacket said, if you insist. Oh, no, you are not big enough, and flew off. Beetle here. So the ladybug at 7 o'clock here, the clock is showing it's 7 o'clock now. So at 7 o'clock, it made a beetle and said the same thing. Hey, you want to fight? So the beetle said, if you insist. And then the ladybug, the grouchy one, said, oh, you are not big enough, and flew off. So let's turn the page. So at 8 o'clock, it met a mantis and said the same thing. Hey, you want to fight? Then the mantis told the ladybug, if you insist. And the mantis reaching out with its long two front legs. So the ladybug said, oh, no, you are not big enough, and then flew off. So let's turn the page. So here the clock is showing it's 9. So at 9 o'clock, the grouchy ladybug met a sparrow. Here, look. And it said the same thing. Hey, you want to fight? Sparrow said, chip, chip, if you insist. Then the ladybug said, you are not big enough, and flew off. Let's turn the page. It's 10 o'clock now. So at 10 o'clock, the Grouchy Ladybug met a lobster. Look here, the lobster here. When the ladybug saw the lobster, said, "Hey, you want to fight?" So the lobster said, "If you insist." Then the ladybug said, "Oh, no, you are not big enough," and flew off. So let's turn the page. So 11 o'clock now. At 11 o'clock, it bumped into a, look who, skunk. The Grouchy Ladybug said, "Hey, you want to fight?" But the skunk said, "If you insist." So the skunk started to raise its tail. And then the ladybug stepped back and said, "Oh, no, you are not big enough," and then flew off. So let's turn another by-cut page here. So after 11, it's 12, right? So at 12 noon, it spotted a boa, the snake here, big snake, and said the same thing. "Hey, you want to fight?" The boa said, "If you insist." Oops. Then the ladybug said, "Oh, no, you are not big enough," and flew off. So let's turn the page. Look at the by-cut pages. They are becoming wider and wider, right? So here, oopsie, see, what's that? It's a hyena. It's 1 o'clock now. Here, look at the clock is showing 1 o'clock. So at 1 o'clock, the Grouchy Ladybug met a hyena and said the same thing. Hey, you want to fight?" The hyena, showing its teeth and kind of laughing, said, "If you insist." But the Grouchy Ladybug stepped back and said, "Oh, no, you are not big enough." Right? So then it flew off. So when it met gorilla, it said the same thing. "Hey, you want to fight?" So the gorilla, beating its chest, and said, "If you insist." But the ladybug stepped back and said, "Oh, no, you are not big enough," and it flew off. So let's turn the page. After 2, the clock is showing is 3 o'clock now. So it ran into a, look who, a rhinoceros. Said the same thing. "Hey, you want to fight?" The rhinoceros said, "If you insist." But the ladybug, Grouchy one, stepped back and said, "No, you are not big enough," and flew off. At 4 o'clock, it encountered an elephant. Means it met an elephant. Look here, the big elephant with long trunk. So, and the Grouchy Ladybug said the same thing. "Hey, you want to fight?" And the elephant, raising its trunk, said, "If you insist." Grouchy Ladybug stepped back, said, "Oh, you are not big enough," and flew off. It's now 5 o'clock, and at 5 o'clock it met a big whale and said the same thing. "Hey, you want to fight?" But the whale didn't answer, didn't say anything. And then the Grouchy Ladybug said, "You are not big enough," and flew off. So let's turn the page. So the clock here is showing it's now 5:30. So at 5:30, the Grouchy Ladybug said to the whale's fin. Now the ladybug is talking to whale's fin. Here, the fin. At 5:45, the Grouchy Ladybug said to the whale's tail. Oh, now it's talking to the tail here. Oh, here, look here. The ladybug is here. "Hey, you want to fight?" And the whale's tail gave the Grouchy Ladybug such a slap that it flew across the sea and across the land. Look here, it's going. Oh, here, it's back. At 6 o'clock, now it's 6 o'clock. So the Grouchy Ladybug started bullying everybody at 6 o'clock, right? In the morning now, in the evening, it's back again to the same place where it had started. Here you are again. Yes, that's the friendly ladybug. You must be hungry. And it said, you must be hungry. So friendly, right? There are still some aphids left. You can have them for dinner. Soon, all the aphids were gone because both ladybugs ate them up, right? Thank you, said the leaf. You are welcome, the ladybugs answered. And they went to sleep. The fireflies, who had been sleeping all day, came out to dance around the moon. That's it. The story ends here. So our grouchy ladybug wasn't really friendly to the friendly ladybugs, and it wanted to fight with everybody. But not really, because every time somebody said, if you insist, the ladybug stepped back, right? That means for some reason he wasn't feeling well. So other ladybug, very friendly ladybug, when the grouchy one came back, for the friendly ladybug offered the grouchy one dinner, right? And the weighed, tired, hungry, grouchy ladybug had those for its dinner. So that's the end of our wonderful story, the Grouchy Ladybug. So see you all again with another story. Until then, stay well. Bye-bye.